You can find anyone and everyone can do anything. That thinking how the world gonna become better. The spaceship.
How about gravitation and some laws of physics? Like
It's so real, you know. You're already kind
Yes.
of. That's one side, but it's a bit scary as well. HRD or HR partner of Elon Musk for every person in life to understand where you going to see this like lighthouse.
Кайфуем сегодня мы с тобой. Are we filming already?
We're filming.
Welcome to Let's Go Deep. My name is Moly and today I'm interviewing this amazing woman, Julia Titova. And what did we decide today?
To
have
go
fun.
deep.
Okay.
And have fun.
You're going deep and having fun. Should we have some? So Julia Titova is one of the most influential business connectors in the world because she's all over the place, all over the world. And she is founder of SVOI platform. You will tell more about SVOI later, right? And she has organized more than 2,000 business events. I was part of them. Sometimes I was, yes. So tell us more about yourself. And what is social capital?
Talking about social capital, you know what I realized recently? So I was thinking that we are all not perfect. And we are so not perfect. So sometimes it's even difficult to say that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and part of me was like, how? I am perfect.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes we need love, attention, investors, I don't know, like team, business processes, like different things, right?
Yes.
We always feel that we need...
We lack something.
Yeah,
yes.
we're lacking something in our life. And at the same time, you know, I was thinking like, oh my God, that something that I need now, another person have a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Connection, like, or whatever, like someone might need it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we exchange this, the not ideal I, or not ideal myself, become ideal we. And this is the whole point of social capital.
Amazing. Sounds great. It sounds so obvious, but no one thinks
Yes.
about it this way.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That's why, you know, all my life I'm a people person. So I love people. I love to connect people. It gives me like a massive energy, and I feel great then I connect people. Something beautiful happening through that gives me like lots and lots of energy. And to connecting people and creating lots of those ideals, it's a beautiful process. And then I connect. I don't expect anything in return, and I truly believe that the purpose of my life is really to leave like a big legacy by connecting amazing individuals and businesses together.
Yes. I mean, I think you are the most hardworking woman I've ever met in my life. This is true. And I've met a lot of women. And yeah, you always have so much energy and you always know a lot of people. And when I say, oh, I want to do this, you're like, oh, that's it, like 3-5 contacts, yes, already are on my WhatsApp. But how do you remember all of them?
Good question. You know, I think because I'm really like also gifted that I was born, you know, with such a great, you know, thing as like loving people. And this is not like networking and building like social capital or to connect like people together. It was a long journey. It's not happened like yesterday. So I've been doing that since 2007 when I came to London. And I have a special technique. How do I save contact? And
so what is that? How do you save contacts?
so then I meet. I also truly believe that social capital. It's not about, you know, the people you meet on networking events. It's not about that. It's about the how many people you know, the quality of those people and also the depth of the connection. So this is the most important thing, because you can go, one person can go on networking event and get like lots of business cards and do nothing with them,
It's me, yes. We talked about it, yes. I have a box of business cards, but I've never done any follow-ups. And what's the point of going to all these networking events?
But then you are focusing not on collecting the business cards, but then you're focusing on creating the relationships and deeper connection. This is then the magic happens.
Yes.
So then I go to the event. First of all, depends on the event.
Yes.
I always understand why I'm going there. If we talk about business now, if I go spa with you, of course I'm just going and relaxing.
Yes.
But if I'm going to business event, first of all I'm thinking, what is my purpose of going there?
So you don't go to all the events.
Of course not. I would. If I would go to all the events, I wouldn't survive by now. So I learn more deeply. Even then, lots of organizers invite me as a speaker, as I'm also an international speaker. I'm really picky in where I would go, because for me it's important the purpose of the event itself. Who is going to be on this event? What value can I give to those people who are going to be on the event? And also if it's any interesting people that I can give value to them.
Let's talk about networking first and then speaking first. So you want to build some connections. Let's say you want to find new clients. You're going to the event. First thing, you do research. You read about the event, who is going there. Can you meet some sponsors? Can you meet some clients? Yes.
Yes. At one side, yes.
In the second side.
But on the second side, no.
Yes.
Like then I meet people. I never talk business like straight away. I'm always focusing. First of all, when you meet people, it's important to listen. To listen what they're saying. So talk less, listen more. And not just like, talk something, but to really understand the like other person. Then I save and I also ask really deep question.
What are they?
I don't know, what's your mission in this life? What makes you happy? What's the most memorable day in your life?
Okay. I've never had anyone asking me at the networking event. Because like, what do you do?
Because this is what most of the people they're doing like those mistakes. Like, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? And what
and you
to create
the same thing.
You repeat the same thing. It's boring, but to create the real connection, you need to go deeper. So I created this connection in the first start. When I save the contact, I think it's many people knows that. I was sure that everyone knows that.
Yes. So we had a walk in Hyde Park when we were preparing, and she was like, "Oh, I saved this and that and that." I go, "What?" I would say, for example, Julia, I met you at like I don't know. Children Firehouse. I would say Julia Children Firehouse, but that's it. And then I don't remember who is Julia Children Firehouse.
But it's already good that you wrote Children Firehouse.
Yes.
You can also put the date then we met.
Oh wow!
So to save the contact name. Surname, you put through the small talk, then you see something. Not just about, of course, you put a company and what person doing, but to put the little thing. Like if the person, like for example, I love football, so for me the favorite football team, or I don't know, what's the name of your dog? Something that's that person is really like passionate about, something that it's really
interesting,
really deep. It's really helped to build like those connections deeper. So I write name, surname, where we met, or I always, when someone introduced me, I'm always save the contact who introduced me to. And if
that's a good point.
And if something happening with that person in future, for example, like if we decide decided, I don't know, to do like deals together, or the person joining somewhere, or just some business happening out of there, I always would call the person who introduced me to that person and say thank you, or send flowers, or invite for dinner and say, you remember like 7 years ago you introduced me to like that person. And this is how
take some notes, guys, take some notes.
And this is how you build the like real like deep connection with people. And social media, because social media now plays like really important role in our life. So then I meet someone, I'm always at like Instagram, LinkedIn, and I saved it in my phone book. I also at the same time add the person through the social media that they use, and taking a picture, of course. Now lots of people doing that, taking a picture, sending this through the message. By doing that, you will remember where you meet, and also you will remember how a person look. So when you look in your phone book and you see, I see like you, for example, so I click in on like Instagram and I go there, and then I remember where we met.
Yes, I remember when we were, I think a year ago, we were thinking, how do we meet each other? You were like, let me check my Instagram.
1 second,
And then you found the picture there. Yes, that's amazing. No, it's a great life hack, and because also I meet a lot of people. For example, when I go to Miami, I meet a lot of people, and then I put Miami next to it. And then when I go to Miami, I go, Miami, who do I have in Miami? But then like I have 10.
But you don't remember like what's happened there.
Yeah, for example, I can have like 10, I don't know, teams there. I'm like, which team is that? Yes. Yeah. On my phone, I have 5 marks. I'm like asking my friends, is it Mark your husband? No. Is it Mark your husband? No. Whose Mark is that? Yes. Yeah, that's a great tip. But how do you pick and choose? How do you choose people to build this deep connection with? Like asking what's your mission is. It's not like elevator pitch. Like tell me what you do. It's like having a couple of minutes at least. Of
of course,
good conversation. How do you choose these people?
I like to choose that if it is a like opportunity to know before the event who is going to be there. So I'm always look on the list of attendees. And I ask the organizers or responsible like people of the event to introduce me to those people. Or I try to find the contacts who can introduce me beforehand to those people. So I'm really like strategic and systematic in this.
Yes, you said that you even have your CRM system for that.
Of course, and you know the funny thing, then I arrived in London in 2007. I have no clue, of course, what is a CRM system, and I was selling burgers in Tottenham Stadium.
If you haven't watched Julia's first interview with Let's Go Deep, you should go back and watch her personal story, which is great. Everyone has to watch it for sure. So go back and watch it.
So at that time, I already was doing my own CRM system in a Facebook. So I had like all the different groups at that time. You know, I had like events company and some other things. So I always grouped people on a different segment.
Okay.
But now with CRMs and with AI, it's so easy to do it. You know, in a
that's great. So how many contacts do you have in your phone?
Because I stopped like giving my phone numbers, so it's only like to really select
now.
Select people. Yeah, because at one point this was one of the reasons how I come up with idea of creating the community. So at one point of life I'm constantly introducing like people making deals, you know, doing the chat introductions with each other, and at some point I realized like, oh my god, it's just too much, and that I can just build it into the system, and how I can give like more value to the people in my circle to give back more. So I just created a business out of it. So I trained, you know, my team, you know, how to do that, and then now like the managers doing the the job that I was doing.
So before we go and talk about the community you've built more, so first you do research about the event.
Yeah.
You go there, talk with particular people you want to talk to, save their contact, and then follow up.
Follow up. This is a key. Follow up. This is where I would say 90% just wasting their time and energy, like going to all those events.
That's me.
don't save in the context properly, and the most important is follow up. So if I meet someone and I can see that it's cross interest and it's some win-win opportunities together, so straight away I arrange the meeting. So it's two ways. Either I send it to my assistant and just send in the voice message, or if I understand it's really important, so straight on the point, I'm like, okay, amazing, that sounds really good. Let's jump on a Zoom call or let's have a coffee, and straight away, put it in your calendar, share it with the person. So then you definitely do follow up.
Yes. So why is it important? I mean, it sounds obvious that, of course, you should know lots of people, you build your business through networking, but what's your point of view? Why social capital is the most important thing? Because all your business is around social capital. All your life is around.
But I think it's not just my life, it's the life of every person. Everything we have in our life, it's all about connection. Connection with it starts with connection with yourself, connection with your family, connection with your loved ones. It's all about communication skills and social capital and networking. It's not just about business. It helps in every area of our life. For business, of course, new clients, new projects, to employee, everything. But in general, in life, it's all about people.
Yes, it's true. No, I think it's very important these days to learn how to communicate properly. But when it comes to business, we are all about business today. So when it comes to business, because you can find new clients, employees, sponsors,
investments. You need to raise money. What do you do? You go through the people you know.
Yes, and also
to even to find the right people in your team. It's all about connections.
And when you share your business idea, sometimes you get excited and you come up with some other new ideas as well. Yes, business partnerships. Yes.
Business partnership, expanding the business, go to new markets. Then I connect projects and businesses of my own business. I always ask the feedback from other who already work with them. So it's for me, it's everything about people and connection.
Okay, and that's why you built SVOI.
Yes,
which means
successful visionaries, opportunities, international.
Wow.
As I truly believe that then successful visionaries, together, their opportunities becomes international and unlimited, and people share similar values and they do things together, and they are open to give back. I truly believe in the energy circle as well, and I connect people. I don't expect anything in return. And lots of people in a community, they really open to give back to other people. And then giving back.
Yes, you mentioned that when you connect people, you are not don't forget my referral fee there. Yes, you're you connect, and you don't expect anything in return.
No, of course I do have some deals and businesses where of course I do have a structured thing with introduction fees, with deals and so on. But in general, I do minimum 20 introductions every day.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many people do you talk to make these 20 introductions?
But for me, it's easy. You ask me any request, I'll
yes.
some person will come in my mind who to introduce you to.
Yes. No, I remember you called me once. I'm like, do you have an Argentinian menu? What was that? Do you have this and that? I'm like, what?
Yeah, because everything is possible. I truly believe that everything is possible in this world, and it just we limit ourselves with our like limited beliefs. But you can find anyone, and everyone can do anything.
Yes, that's true. So, the person story was before, but can you like briefly tell us? So you came to London.
Yeah.
Like, next, and how did you create SVOI?
So I came to London 2007. No money, no English, without knowing even one person here. Selling burgers. Started to become a club promoter. Then events companies, successfully running like loads of amazing big events here, celebrities and blah blah blah. Running the big beauty project, it was kind of like a platform for high net worth and ultra high net worth individuals, where like lots of deals like happened. And since 2015 I became ambassador in a different like business clubs and communities. And in 2019 I opened two communities.
Miss USSR was somewhere there, no?
Miss USSR 2012.
Okay.
So, but it was amazing show with lots of big brands and celebrities. But the key point of that was connecting people as well, because it was like networking, lots of networking events happening there. And in 2019, I started Insta Club and I started the community. And then I was thinking, what is my superpower? Because it not always so obvious that I was connecting people. I think I realized that only in 2018, and I look back on all the projects I did. I'm like, they're so different, but they're all the same. They're all about connecting and bringing people together. So I'm doing that all my life through all the projects that I do. And this is just the beginning.
So what's the purpose of SVOI?
At the moment, the purpose of SVOI, it's international platform for connecting entrepreneurs. So we started as a female community, but now we're in the process of transformation stage, where we connect not just female entrepreneurs, but where we also connect other business leaders who have their own community around the world, and the top business event organizers, to create this ecosystem where entrepreneurs can easily connect to each other, and they can also find different like B2B or B2C like services.
Okay, so you said SVOI, right? It's a platform.
Yeah.
So what's in this platform?
So at the moment, because we are in a transition stage from the going through just the community to go into super app. In my dreams, of course, I'm a unicorn.
Of course, I'm sure you'll get there. You'll get there. And then with your determination.
Then I went to Plug and Play, and I saw all these logos like PayPal and all the it's at the moment it's 1,500 unicorns in the world. But I'm definitely gonna be there.
Okay.
So in general, I would love to empower more entrepreneurs to be the bigger and impact into this world, because I truly believe that the business can be successful only then the founder building the business from the position that thinking how the world going to become better if I'm creating my business. So, and through community we connect those entrepreneurs like visionaries. We give them opportunity to get what they need, to expand like their mind. So it is some practical things like business events, introduction, masterminds, like knowledge, blah blah blah, different services, like for example,
and an application.
We're in the process. We have now not an application, but we have a web version where all the
which is really good. You have tons of content there. lots of workshop with great speakers.
Yeah.
Yes. Great. I mean,
And,
you always have great visions. Like I remember when we talked and you were like, I see like a black jet. Julia is flying with
Not
her
jet,
team.
the spaceship.
Oh my god, is it already? Last year it was a jet.
No.
Today it's a spaceship, okay? You are such a visionary.
No, I truly believe that in some really short period of time, we're gonna move from the planet to planet by doing like this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe doing this and wearing VR glasses.
Without VR.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Do you remember your childhood? Then there was
we
no
didn't have-
phone.
Yes.
Now we can speak with the
how about
camera.
gravitation and some laws of physics? Like, I'm not sure yet. Not convinced. I believe in everything you would say, but not this.
Not yet, darling.
Yes, spaceship. Yes. I believe that we would be wearing like some glasses, and
But
we
it's
would be
already
like-
there, you know. I was in the Silicon Valley, and did you see even this new Apple
glasses.
glasses?
Mm-hmm.
It's so real, you know. You already kind of.
Yeah, but I think at some point we wouldn't have to travel. Would be just wearing this, sitting in like in our living rooms and just traveling all over the world, traveling, but through our imagination.
It's already happening in lots of events happening now in the metaverse where you can actually be present there. It's also now the avatars that you can create, so your avatars can already go to different events, and with AI they can already learn the information from all those events and transform it and give it to you.
Yes.
It's amazing at one side, but it's a bit scary as well.
Yes. Maybe it's happening too fast, but too fast for us, but not too fast for the kids, I think. Yes, because they already have their own avatars and Roblox and all these things. So tell me about the vision, the visionaries, and how was your trip to Silicon Valley, maybe?
Oh my God. That was because what I thinking about like entrepreneurs. So this is a three types of entrepreneurs. One is the entrepreneur who love to do things with their hands. Operational, to be involved in the operation. Second type is the like founder, like visionary, who like Elon Musk, who dream big, and the main question the visionaries ask not how to do things, but to find the right people who would make their dreams come true.
Yes, so they have a vision, they find people who would implement them.
Yeah, and the third one is investors.
I hope it's me.
It's then your key focus is to, from the money you have to create more money.
Yeah, to find the right...
and to understand what is your like real purpose, what you like, what is your type, and to concentrate there, because focus is one of the most things that entrepreneur and every person should have. And I understood that I definitely a visionary, and then I was in the Silicon Valley. One of the most amazing thing, it was a guy who were HRD or HR partner of Elon Musk. So he was the one who put the first team of Tesla in place, and how he grew the Tesla from like 40 employees to 40,000 employees. And that was mind-blowing. After this...
What did he say?
Everything is possible, the way how Elon really gave some really crazy task. And at that point, because the visionaries, what do we have sometimes? We have such a big vision.
Yes.
And sometimes we're like, oh, we need to do that. But then we don't have the right team to do that. Everything is okay with us. We just need to find the right team who would be able to make this into reality.
Yeah, as you said in the beginning, yes, and there are lots of people who are so good at implementing, but they don't know what to do.
Yes. So it just, and this is a social capital. Then you match like those things together.
Yes.
And vision, this is not just for entrepreneurs, for every person in life to understand where you going to see this like lighthouse,
Mm-hmm.
the purpose of why you are on this planet,
Mm-hmm.
and to live every second of your life with purpose, because life is too short. Or maybe too long, There is no too short or too long.
That's
but
why have CBD. Have fun. Enjoy your life.
Yeah, the most important is to follow your like actual path.
Mm-hmm.
And to have this vision where you're going. And every time when you have to take a decision,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just asking myself, like, saying yes or saying no. Is it gonna take me closer to my vision?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? No.
What's
Oh,
your
that's
vision?
it. Oh, I have it's a separate, episode,
Okay. Okay, let's do that. Separate episode in the spaceship. Or before we get there, I hope. So these days, Julia is not only not only a visionary, you are also a speaker, because I see you speaking at so many events. So the latest one was for 4,000 people in
Warsaw, Poland.
How was it? And tell me more about visibility, because I hear from your blog on Instagram, you have to follow Julia, by the way. You talk a lot about visibility. Tell me more about that.
Nowadays, people buy from people.
Mm-hmm.
Like if any of you will open your social media, for example, in your social media, do you follow people or you follow brands?
People, of course.
Of course, we all follow people. That's why it's really important for the founder, for the business owner, just to be there, to be present, to be more connected with people.
Yes.
It creates more trust, more loyalty, and in general, it helps business to grow.
Mm-hmm. So what visibility gives you?
First, that I can be the impact to people.
Mm-hmm.
Second, of course, it gives me opportunity to talk about my platform, about the businesses I do, about the projects I'm involved, to bring more brand awareness into that, and to connect people through that.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. So what are the tips you would want to give to people who want to be more visible in 2024?
So first of all is to, if you haven't done it yet, write your vision.
Mm-hmm.
This is tip number one, because
Find out your vision.
if you don't know where you're going, how you can go and speak?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make sense. I can see lots of people, I'm going to speak here, there. I'm like, why? 20% of your actions should give you 80% of a result, the rule of Pareto. This is obvious.
Yes.
But sometimes they're missing that. And to have a proper strategy.
Okay.
Not just,
they invited me.
I go.
Yes.
I'm going.
Yes. Thanks for inviting me.
But to have a proper strategy, to work on your personal brand, to understand why are you doing that, who is your audience, and then you create the proper strategy how you're getting there. Maybe it can be a public speaking, maybe it can be the proper strategy on your social media. And also social media, you need to understand, if you're doing it for business, you need to understand who are your clients and what social platform are they using. Are they on a LinkedIn? This is one strategy. If they're on Instagram, it's another strategy. YouTube, different Telegram. So you need to have a proper strategy how you're doing that, and then of course discipline. Where I can see lots of entrepreneurs, working on their personal brand, putting a strategy together, and then not implementing it.
Yeah,
so why to waste?
Okay, let's if we narrow it down to speaking on stage. What do people do to be on the stage?
Coming back to all the question, vision, okay. To understand, then we talk about public speaking on a stages, to understand at what stages do you want to speak.
Like a conference, like you did.
Yeah, for me, it was a conference for entrepreneurs. So I clearly understood that this is my target group, and this is a great opportunity for me to be there. So lots of different conferences. First, to understand which one are the one that's gonna where you will meet your targeted audience that you need, and then it's lots of different ways to speak, because I have really great connections around the world, and I'm international speaker, so I've got social.
But how did you become international speaker? So people can go and find the conference they want to attend.
Yeah, and approach them.
Yes.
And approach them. It's some conferences you just need to pay money. It's lots of opportunities there. You will be able to do it like without money.
Mm-hmm.
But before going and speaking, you have to practice.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be a good speaker, and you have to think about what message are you giving to people, and what people who are listening to you will get out of it.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. So could you share a little bit of your vision and give some tips to our subscribers?
Some tips of?
I don't know, about like from your entrepreneurial journey, like what was the most important lesson in your life?
Oh. I learned those questions, those lessons, every day. But the most important thing that I just speak what first comes to my mind is to find the balance between your business and your life.
Mm-hmm.
Not to become, the slave of your business, but to balance between them, to stay positive, to look at everything, that everything is possible, and
mm-hmm.
to build that deep connection with people, and to understand the person why.
Mm-hmm. Yes. No, I hear you. I think it's very, very difficult to have this balance, especially when you love your work so much.
Tell me about it.
Yes. I know it's our common issue, as we know each other quite well. And I have new rules in my life. I don't work during the weekends. Sometimes, yes, but I try. 90% of the time, I try not to work on Saturdays and Sundays. I try to do anything but work. And even at 10 p.m., try to 9 p.m. Even if I'm super excited, I try to stop myself, go to sleep, and start over, because I can carry on until 3-4 a.m. And then you are dead the next day. So I think keeping the balance and stopping yourself when you are such a visionary, you have this ball rolling, you are rolling the world. You have to stop at some point and think about your mental health, and because otherwise you won't go far.
100%.
Thank you.
Thank
Julia.
you.
Yeah. And follow this channel, follow Julia on Instagram, and let's hear her vision on a spaceship sometime very soon. Bye for now.
Bye.